All right, Shalom. First and foremost, call Halal Yom La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All praises to Yahweh in the name, Yahweh Shah in the name of the Holy Spirit. That's what we just said in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who still rule and teach well, who taught us this 100% truth according to the measure of the Holy Spirit. And peace and blessings and safety to the Lord's elect scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth. And just a quick hit, you see this tweet here. It says, this is why the United States can never be invaded. This is America. So this is like a prideful post. And the reason why this person is saying that the United States of America will never be invaded, which that's why the scriptures say that the pride of dying. Matter of fact, go to Obadiah, verse 1. Go to Obadiah and read verse 3. We passed it. Go to Obadiah, read verse 3, because this is the pride of Esau. See, the thing about it, Esau, is that nobody fights wars like this anymore. Guns are not the top weapon anymore. So the fact that America has more guns and the American citizens have more guns than any country, that really means nothing. See, and what the Lord is going to do is he's going to make you Americans use your guns against each other. All your guns are going to be used against your own people in this country. You see, and America is already being invaded, actually. You got 20,000, so many thousands of migrants that's coming in this country every single day. So what is this guy talking about? America is already being invaded, man. Okay, you have something called sleeper cells, which is a soldier or a spy from another country who goes into a country and acts like he's just a regular civilian, but actually he's a spy from another country. And when the country gives him the order, he's gonna activate and he's gonna kill people, man. He's gonna cause chaos and destruction in his enemy's land because he's an agent. He's a sleeper cell. And so read that real quick, Obadiah verse 3.
Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
See, Esau, your pride have deceived you, man. The pride of your heart, which the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which means your mind. Okay, because your heart don't think thoughts. So the pride of your mind have deceived you, Edomites, which is you so-called white people today. You majority of so-called white people, they descend from a man named Esau. Okay, and his descendants became the nation of Edom, which the word Edom means red because their blood shows through their skin. So Esau, your pride have deceived you, man. I'm gonna play this video so y'all can see the video.
31. Switzerland at number. Starting off at the 10th position, we have Iraq with 30 firearm per 100 people. Moving on to the 9th place, we have Iran with 31. Switzerland at number 8 with 32 firearms. Moving upwards at number 7, Uruguay with 32.5 per 100 people. Finland with 33 firearms secures its place in the 6th position. Reaching to the top 5, New Zealand at 5 with 34.5 firearms. Cyprus at the 4th place with 37 firearms. At 3rd place, it's Serbia with 38 firearms. At number 2, it's Republic of Yemen with staggering 55 firearms per 100 people. However, at the top of the list, it's the land of free liberty and democracy, the United States with 120 firearms per 100, making Americans the most armed people in the world.
America!
So you see, it said the United States of America. That car smoking. The car about to catch on fire. Yeah, my brother. But anyway, it's like it got distracted. Car smoking. But what I was about to say was, you see, it's this. According to this illustration, there's 120 guns in America for every 100 people. So meaning what? There's more guns in this country than actual people. But like I said before, that's not gonna be a factor. Okay, read that verse again. Obadiah verse 3.
Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right, because the Lord blessed our forefather Isaac. He blessed his son Esau with the sword, which the sword means what? Weaponry, military power, the ability to create advanced weapons, the ability to know how to be skillful with weapons. that blessing was given to you so-called white people. And that blessing is a deception to you. That blessing have deceived you into thinking that you were invincible. Yahweh Shah said, all they that take the sword shall die with the sword. So really your blessing was a curse. And all those guns that's in this country, like I said, people gonna turn it on each other. Them guns gonna be used on Americans, okay? And America is gonna be destroyed off the face of the earth, not because China invaded it like a ground invasion. See, the wars are not fought like that anymore, man. There's not gonna be a traditional ground invasion where there's a 300 tanks and 500,000 footmen and 600,000 horsemen. That's not how this war is gonna be fought, man. Now you can go to Isaiah 9 verse 5. That's not how this war is gonna be fought. See, this is a different type of war with much bigger and larger weapons. You know? Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold second Ezra's, because like I said, these Americans, you're gonna use those guns on each other, man. This is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means death, destruction, calamity. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. See, the sword and the destruction of these people is close. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. Which the modern day sword that most people have is the gun. You see, and I showed you the video. There's 120 guns in America for every 100 people. So there's more guns in this country than actual people. And so the people are going to stand up to fight against one another in this country with swords in their hand, with guns in their hand. It says in verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. You see, invading one another. That's not talking about, like I said, China or Russia invading this country for war. It's talking about people invading other people's houses. People invading other people's cars and personal spaces because they want what they have. You see? Because there's not going to be a lot of food out here. There's not going to be a lot of water. There's not going to be a lot of electricity. All those things, everything's going to stop. And the Lord's going to bring it back to the old days. You see? All the goodies and the dainty things in this country is going to be taken away for a period of time. And Esau, the devil, he's going to give it back to you only if you take his chip. Only if you take the mark of the beast. But a lot of things is going to be taken from the society. And these people are going to be brought to a point of desperation so that Esau can trick them into taking his mark. It says in verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Sedition means you rise up against the authorities. You rise up to fight against the government. So there's going to be sedition, people fighting against their mayors and their councilmen and their governors, and they're going to be people that's going to be attacking these public officials. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're going to be able to do whatever they want to do. Nobody's going to be able to stop them. It's not going to be a 911 to call to save you, or a police force to stop these people. The course of their actions is going to stand in their power. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So you see, one of the main reasons why people are going to be rising up against each other with their guns in this country is going to be because of the lack of bread. So we'll just wait till there's no food in this country, man. You're going to see why. You're going to see how there's more guns than people. You're going to actually experience that. Everywhere you turn, somebody's going to be strapped up. You know, and a lot of those guns, like there's a lot of Edomites, these so-called white people, man, they have gun collections, man. You go into their basement or something, they'll have a damn safe with 20 damn guns in it, all high ammunition weapons. You see, because that's his blessing. But that blessing, like I said, it have deceived you. Read that, son.
Isaiah 9?
Yeah. Isaiah 9:5.
Isaiah 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Right. Every battle, meaning what? All the battles of the ancient world, all the battles previously, I would say before World War I and World War II, were fought with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Like, men charging, charge, swing, 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 arms getting cut off, limbs getting cut off. That's all that confused noise. You really didn't. When men were fighting, they showed you that in some of the movies. When men was in the middle of those battlefields, it was like they were in a trance. Everything was moving in slow motion. You kind of black out. Because there's so much noise going on, so much chaos and blood everywhere, splattering everywhere. So that's how the old battles was fought. And so let's say if the battles was fought like that now, then America, you would have a real advantage, because like you said, there's more guns in this country than people. But guess what? This war, World War III, is not going to be fought like that, man. World War III is going to be fought, as it's going to say. I'll let the scripture speak. Go ahead, read that again from the top.
Verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is confused noise.
It's with confused noise.
And garments rolled in blood.
Right? Garments rolled in blood. Garments getting splattered everywhere. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
So, but the Lord said that this war that all the prophets prophesied of, that all the prophets seen the destruction of, this war is with burning and fuel of fire, which is the missiles, man. Which is the missiles. Go to Joel chapter 3. The Lord is gonna shoot thermonuclear missiles on this place. The Lord's not coming for a gunfight. Okay, the Lord is coming for a missile fight. Okay, so you Americans and your guns, like the dude said in the movie, you Homo sapiens and your guns. Those guns the gun is nothing, man. What is a gun to Yahweh Shah? Come on, man. What is a gun to a brother with spiritual power, man? Man, a brother, a member of the elect, Yahweh Shah could take that gun and make you point your gun at yourself and shoot yourself in the head, man. The Lord can control your thoughts and control your body and make you do what He wants you to do. So you act like that damn gun. And like I said, that gun was given to you. That gun was your blessing given to you by Isaac. So you didn't even receive that, on your own. The Lord actually created the nuclear missiles. Let me read this. This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire. Right, because in the ancient world, how weapons were made was you would put the iron sword, or you would put the iron spear into hot fire, super hot fire, until that metal got so hot that you could sharpen it and you could shape it the way that you wanted it to go. So you would put it in and out the fire till it gets pointy and how you want it to be. So the Lord is comparing the creation of these missiles to the creation of how weapons used to be made. So that's why it says here in Isaiah 54 and verse 16, behold, I have created, who's this speaking? Yahweh. I have created the smith. A smith is somebody who makes weapons. I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. What is the waster that Yahweh created? That's the nuclear missiles, man. Because once the land is hit by that waster, everything in the land is laid waste. Everything is flattened. It becomes a wasteland. You can't even use the land anymore. You can't even grow food on the land no more, because the missiles, there's radiation, which is poison. There's radiation from the missiles that will seep into the land. So the land is not even be able to use anymore. That's why America is going to be turned into a desert, and nobody's going to live here forever. We're going to live forever, and America is never going to be inhabited forever. That's heavy. The Lord is making a statement because He don't want anybody to live here anymore, even though we're going to live forever. So in year 9,758,688,758,000, we still not gonna go to America. Nobody's gonna touch this place, man. That's how filthy and defiled and abominable it is that the Lord don't want nobody to touch it forever. So anyway, we'll close. We'll go to Joel. I want you to read verse 9. Joel 3 verse 9.
Joel 3 verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war.
Prepare war. Who is the Gentiles? That's the other nations outside of Esau. Esau is a Gentile too, but the Lord is talking about the heathen also. Go ahead.
Wake up, the mighty men.
Mm-hmm.
Let all the men of war draw near.
Keep going.
Let them come up.
Yep. So what the Lord said, these other nations is getting ready for war. The Lord has these nations preparing for war, and it's been like that for over 20 years. So the Lord is waking up the mighty men of these other nations to come against you, Esau. Keep going. Verse 10.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords,
Mm-hmm.
and your
Pruning hooks
into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
You see? So the Lord is having these nations, he's commanding these nations, meaning what? The Lord is putting it in the minds of their kings to beat their plowshares into swords. What's a plowshare? A plowshare is something that you use to grow crops. So the Lord is saying, look, man, put that plowshare down and pick up a sword. Put that pruning hook down and pick up a spear. So what is the Lord saying? He's telling these kings of the earth to get your weapons up. Get your weapons ready. Let the weak say, I am strong. So no longer is the United States stronger than all these other nations. Now everybody's on a level playing field. The nations that was once weak, now they're strong. Now they have nuclear missiles. That's what that means. Now these nations have nuclear missiles too. Let the weak say I'm strong. So you thinking that them damn guns in America is going to stop America from being destroyed, you a fool, man. Because the Lord is not, once again, the Lord is not, maybe that's going to be the title. The Lord is not coming for a gunfight. The Lord is coming for a missile fight. So Lord, when this is edifying, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham. Like I said, just a quick hit. Kwame Yasharala, Shalom.